Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. When you in the surrounded around the worst and the worst forever, that's why you will keep the shaitan away. Allahumma inni a'udzubika minal nar. Okay? Allah ifam fendani ni juguya bala. Allah kan dan fen be madil ka inta bedo. Aduguli na kene kata Allah kan tanga ka mutoro yam. Shubaga nunu. Ana shubaga nyew. Afle de nchemani mente chejugu na foro ko muso ka bo be bo kusigi tenku nta ma choko mani. Ite se kala meseni. Okay? Te fato inte la kala to. Me inte la lo mai hati da falu. Iya famia. Amakla. Inte tuba budenye. Benyamin kusigila. Inte arabu ye. Inte chinois. I'm not a white. I'm not a Indian. I'm not a black Indian. I'm not a black Arabic. I never see black white anyway. I'm African. Hey, look at this. Look. Inte nuflem bay. Inte yano. Inte king by king ba. I'm no king ba. I don't have no big cheeks. I don't have a short and a big nose like a aubergine. Like a aubergine. Okay? The traditional aubergine, not the purple one. C'est pas le violet. The green eggplant, the eggplanting from the original in Africa and in Asia. So my nose look like this. They have to go to the surgery, face surgery, and have to do. So since I'm prettier than them, they have to break here, so I can sew this, so they can say they're pregnant. Last time somebody have to do and hit my neck, trying to break my neck. Okay, so they can take me to the home care in a hospital, so they can paralyze me, so they can be the home attendant. But all of them is a witch. You know that? When they can use their witchcraft, they have witch eyes. Okay? Allah kan nyajugu tukini. Wallahi osunya be china mu baram. If anybody if you drink the water, it hurts them. If you drink the water, it hurts them. Oh, I can handle here. Can I handle? Okay. If you drink the water, it hurts them. Okay? Look at this. Okay? If you drink the water, I am not joining the military. I was never a military. I work in I don't know nothing to do. I live in the United States now. Okay? When I go to the court, they plug my phone. Okay? They all wanna come now if they wanna go plug the phone. If I go to the library, they all want to come and use the library, so they will kick them out. When I left the library, when I go to different areas, they will also come to different areas. This time, this is the park. The whole entire huge park is not for them. They will also come in the other whole huge park. Okay? My father have a park like this, way bigger than this. In Africa. I'm kidding. I'm not. Okay? Look at this in my shoes. Okay? My father have 14 children. They're not from they have the whole entire family Keita. They say A is for family man, but that's not true. That's not true. Okay? You don't know them. The war began a long time ago. Way years ago. People divorce and take their children to their home. These women, they say they get married and take their children to their home. And they will tell you that they hate their husband and they hate the children. They're not going to add it to the other children of the family. They take it to their home. Okay? And nobody is allowed to go see them. They're not allowed to go see people. They will go to different men family home. Okay? They will divide the wealth and give their part to their children, and they will go with. They will sell out and go use the money. When they're broke, they will come back and say that you betrayed them. That's what I'm talking about. When you divorce and go with your children and with your wealthy, when you broke now, you come, you no longer cover the rest of you. Because you take yours and go. Okay? To different marriage, to different men home. Okay? I don't understand something. Too many family things working for you. And Palmer is not in my family, mama. How many days, mama? No. Palmer. There's no Palmer name in my father's home. Somebody name is Muhammad and Abdul Wahab. Okay? They say no Dauda Keita. There's no way. The people next to my home is Dauda Traore. The people next to my home is Dauda Gerim and Dauda Traore. Two of them. Okay? No, Dauda Kanti. Maybe. His mother is Kanti. No, Gerim. I don't know. O bete mula foka jema o buka revolter o digirula o kuma ka kenera la no yo ko kila ni yo ko kula o keleke ni tara do baram ma bo jense o kuma nga korobo no korob tam ko ta kulo kani e may abusi bora kulo kanu maram bo fu o be korte ke ki bon sang osa okay ni mula la ka kene e ba kono ko mungera o kuma ka kulo dai e ma lu la baraka buya kaso ta ko mi tare ta jo kaso kan ko mo na ko ba kaso jora kaso kana oho o kuma ka mu go lay go exactement ya rek ne nete da bayre wolle fo la dam no ene sigile ba foko dum nte malla ni amerique de do mandel ka da etage ko o kuma fandan de bebe di ci etage ko na amerique nene mak mu fe o ba mo ma he ni te ba malla re ni bara ko bana nyogo ko karsa bora ko di var ni bora ne er volter na ko war mem golo ko tubul kata dona fo bi ne nga fen so do la ko je o kuma kan na fo ma seka kan ke bono ala benefen aw no yende gudaji tu gudaitu ni ko mbora ko di var ni ma deli ka se ko di var camera line na ma du ni ko di var du golo san ne ba bora ko di var dabula ko di var salmata kita okay u ba dem be boray ni taram ni ko di var ne ka sra fuite ko di var i varian ijo mena partager na ay tanay i varian ne ka sra tawlo ka do ko jena okay nu jamana no bi ni jimu flani ngara ko ngina no parti ko ni jire ni jire flaka boyanda okay me jibe ka fere en fait mo ko do be shish sanu ya dablay mo ko do be o ma dabla al sini o do ngo do ne jiri do me ta fage ko nge kibe ko fotere cha do vesilimba warba ku warta yate ani musodo ko jite feruma wo do minga jitu bulu ni jinga boyan this water can be poured for 24/7 not only here the whole entire I don't understand this they prefer for the water to pour it and they surrounded the river people will die thirsty you will not drink okay even some me no coffee when I don't say African dialogue people don't understand that when I tell them I find a job the Japanese women interview me the job is not mine I never work in Japan this is the United States and New York same US that women I don't know how they all study in here the company itself is not for Japanese it's for the US public function but the Japanese women interview people from that day to today when I walk around they will take people chasing me and say that Japan and US is fighting is your business okay that's their business all right they're evil they only like a drama when the US and Japan fight I was not born yet I don't have nothing to do with them what is it I was born 45 years ago and I have 41 my document. I don't know what they're talking about. Okay? I don't want to talk about. I wasn't born yet. I'm gonna post this in the YouTube. I'm saying the truth. Okay? Because what they've been following me. When I come in here, they will take their children 14 years, 15 years, 16 years, 17 years, 18 years. The people who depend on their parents, they're not working. They don't have nothing to do. They will go get a food stamp and their parents take care of them. They don't rent, pay their rent, nothing. They depend on their family, their child. Okay? And they will go get some mental sick and follow and follow me. Okay? I tell them my mother have a job, but I haven't started my job yet. Okay? 3 weeks ago, I've been telling my mom they did not find me a job, but since every day when I go outside, they go tell people that I find a job and I'm not going to work, and somebody is working on my behalf. Nobody's working on my behalf. I haven't started a job yet, and when I go get my unemployment from the, I've been saying that for a long time. I make a video. I'm not a mental sick, right? When I go take my unemployment from the, this is the halal food, all right? This is on the top halal in Arabic word, and it say in English and French and Urdu, correct? Say halal, all right? This is ha and la, all right? And another la, right? It say halal in Arab. I can read both Arab and English, all right? So it say halal. In Africa, we don't cook. In Africa, we cook. We don't sell in the restaurant. Only the traveling company, okay, like a Times Square. People who work there, of course, they're gonna go buy like something like that. My grandma restaurant is next to there in Africa, okay, like a Times Square where it is, in something like that in Africa. The restaurant is there. We don't cook. I mean, we don't buy. We cook. We don't buy the food. We cook. It's a huge family. Okay? Before, but now everybody's married. It's not a huge anymore. Okay? But I divorced. Alright? We cook breakfast, we cook lunch, we cook dinner. We eat 4 times a day. We cook 4 times a day. Okay? But different people cook in different days. When we cook in the morning, we cook afternoon and in the evening. 4 different times in every single day. We don't eat overlap food. Okay? In Africa. Alright, that's where I was born. I left there when I was 19. I know how to cook because I'm in a shelter. Alright? I know how to cook. I'm saying the truth. They know that. People who go to Africa, Mali, I'm from Bamako, Mali, West Africa. But when I say here, Rokiatou, Keita, US citizen, born in Mauritania, I don't have. Don't listen to them. Last time in 2008, when Aljannah first started this nonsense, I take her to the immigration for my first complaint. You understand this? C'était mon premier complaint à l'immigration. Je ne vais pas répéter moi-même. Je ne suis pas là pour me répéter avec les bêtes qui ne connaissent que détruire les autres. Ok? Si je me tourne le dos, on prend mon sac pour vérifier mes documents. Netara école la ñe kala ngeen hakli benam neta sigi ngolo kan classe ko no ya famia ne matan sigi ka école do accompagner classe ko netara kala na ñe fen kala ngeen ñe fendo shuba ka ñate ngune kata téléphone inventaire ou fay kata wifi bloqué kata internet kata bloqué amana fa ko shuya to ngono sabla madel ko inventé folo ya famia mo ko mo ta furu kan lui o donia tibolo ima delika donia soro i fama delika soro i bokolo ma delika soro ka wuli ka taka furu ke ni moko do yo oka ka soro ko chenyi ni ngako ko fiye no yo fiye ka soro ka moko kele no yi sabala moko dimi bila kele sansi be bobulu ko kempo ni dumuni ko be dugula dumuni me jamana kono ko ngabi do fa ni jimi be dugula jibe jamana kono mi no ko be do fa ni be shisho kono be dugula ni tare ka baraka ke ka so sara buta kai so tigi luanze tigi voiri ko mana ko luanze ha luanze anga dube afrique temo ko to do ne ko nga dubi ina ne dem sene la nyanye baraka ka du jo fa ka dubi fa ka du yere ko te nyere mu jo halala la ubi ne ni nyoko chama ne dem ko do ya fo mi avec on connaît quel hoga mais amel loin ça là sabla ante boy no la plupart manga fion takata na Afrique na tara kam ta sosa ya o mo ko kelo ma fo ko makita sa kajo kale sosa e ma bo jamana kana kijo kabi so jam mo ko kelo mo kele la ni tare ka sosa Afrique mo ko kelo mo takata ka yala ko ma kato ka tai ka so tiku vare ko do fara sosa mo ka ne mo ko mit e kata sosa million kele million fla ni wa keme million saba million nani ne mo ko ma se ko sara okay ne mo ko ma se go sara sa e be taka kata studio appartement ta o yala chambre ni kurkele avec chambre ni kurkele ngono adanya shine te kene malala étage ko na appartement be hali Afrique la studio e ya famia c'est comme jari mo ko mun tara hijila maka na utara hotel ko na lo hotel chambre bo nyega ngono to kom na hotel chambre be to kom na nyega ba konna la makure ba konna la gabugu ba konna la adanya shine te kene malaba abe étage ga ascenseur bala élévateur yi escalier bala yanno so be étage na fo nyukona shi abe fo ma ko si jo appartement katugo jo ko ma ko sunguru waso dale mo ko nyeshi kene wala ko chambre ni kurkuli kibe arantere ko je kibe bo kene ma ko danje ma ko sunguru nu ye ko so ko muru bale ko Afrique mun dong dale nu ando ndal ta ko kata chambre ni kurkuli mo wara flash la kana ka chambre ni kurkuli ka dal ka janya shin kene malama no karani tari ka barake o be galon te ka ka chambre ni kurkuli ni ko danya shin me kene malama anga business u danya shin me kene malama na yanga salon de coiffure bayele hali Afrique abe bona ka majo ka salon ya danya shin te kene maladi ma hali Afrique arta sauni ga salon ira danya shin te kene maladi ma ya hali Afrique arta kuyate la ka bijou mi ga salon ira danya shin te kene maladi ma quartier mali mi fikere hali Amerique anga salon ku la salon danya shin me kene maladi ma ante shene he bebe na clé de fait do bo 4h do bo 7h do bo 18h do bo midi la plupart ne ni ñoko na chou ne o dablande te ta ko migila ma jama ne ka salon rek me mo ñu chima o bita ka to ni ki ka ko la salon gira ko ka ko salon ni if you show your African hair salon they be telling people it's your home if you say you don't live over there they will come in the daytime in your day work in the day of working day. They don't come in your day off. The day you off, they don't call you and come in your home. The day you work, they will come in your job and tell you, she says she doesn't live in here. So when we come, we find her in the shop. They will come like a 10 or 11 or 12, 12, okay? Not at midnight, okay? 10 a.m. in the morning time or 11 a.m. They will come in your job and tell people that you sleep in there. If you tell them you don't sleep in there, they will go sing in Africa and say that you sleep in your job. You crazy. Okay? Okay? And they will say you sing it in your job. I own the hair salon in 1424 Hekima for 7 consecutive years. This bitch is Famata Sisoko. She came to work in my hair salon. She says she's married. She's not married, she's a prostitute. Because you say you marry, you have a husband, you have a days. She said, go, Baba, have a days, have a days. I never went to your home first. Let me tell you something. You came to provoke me, and people say you this. I don't care who you are, because I never work for you. You're the one who work for me. Whatever you are, I don't care who you are. All right? When I come to this shoes shop just now, December 2025. December. I don't come to. I don't. When I say I don't. When I say. When they see you. Do me man fara. Fara. Come down. When they see you, they will burp and say that they're not hungry. They have too many food. Hey? When you live with them, whenever they see you. They have enough food. They will burp and say they have enough food. When they burp, that means they have enough food. But I never go to beg food for nobody. I never eat from them. That's the thing. Okay? I never eat from them. That's the thing. So they will betray your apartment. Alright? Because you will buy the home in Africa. Then when they come in this, look at this. When they sell this, when you come and make land this, they will spit. They will spit every day. It's not a donation food. They're selling this. Each of this is a $10. Get 5,000 francs CFA in Africa. That's a 1,000 in African money. Okay? And you have to work 1 hour to get that. Tu dois travailler pendant 1 heure de temps pour obtenir ça. Pendant 1 heure de temps pour obtenir ça. J'ai envie de vomir. Elle me fait la noce. Elle me donne des envie de vomir. Ce sont des saletés. Elles ne brochent pas l'air dans leurs devant sont saletés. Elles ne sont pas circoncisées. Ok? Je suis né halal. Et this is the halal food que j'achète. Si tu dis ça que halal, ça les fait mal. Tu connais ça? C'est écrit en arabe et en français. Quand tu dis que c'est halal food, elles vont venir cracher, qu'elles là, ils ne sont pas nés dans le foyer. Si tu n'es pas né dans le foyer, là, va te marier pour te naître dans le foyer. Mais elle connaît. C'est écrit ici en arabe et en français, même l'autre côté. C'est agence là, halal food là. C'est à Makan. Si tu pars à Makan, Madine, c'est eux-mêmes qui ont commencé là-bas. C'est là-bas que c'est commencé. Elles ont quitté là-bas. Elles sont venues en Europe, Allemagne. C'est devenu palable là-bas. Que c'est halal, c'est halal. Ils ont fait la guerre en Allemagne, par les histoires. Même les Français sont appelés les Maliens pour venir se battre les Allemands. Que parce que les descendants de Mohamed qui sont en train de faire les palabres. Elles vont dire qu'elles sont Haïdara, qu'elles sont Shirifou, comme Borana, ou bien qu'elles sont Asia, qu'elles sont Mariam, et c'est Zainabou, c'est Fatima, c'est this and this and this and this. Hey, let me tell you something. If you say you want to buy halal food, they fight. This war is an Arabic war. Everybody can see on the top in English. They start from them. This is not the African war. They're the one who started. And we born in a marriage in this day. We all born in marriage even before. And now they're upsetting them. Because why they want to get upset? Because in here, that's the where majority of people are not born in marriage. They do that trying to betray people, but since they're not born in marriage, they upset them themselves. They think I was a bastard child. Since when they find out I was born in marriage, it upset them. Oh, okay. What do you think? Last time I did that in New York. This is the same New York. I'm in New York, in Manhattan, New York. Okay. This is the Brooklyn, New York. I'm talking about New York, New York. When I've done this, not in Harlem, in New York, New York. Okay. Eva Kalama. This is the 14th Street. Last time when I did this, I did not make a video. I didn't have my phone battery was too low. Oh no. My phone charge, the memory was full. I have to delete some. This is, you know what? When they say halal, the Muslim have to eat halal food. We don't eat a pork. Rice, because before you cook the rice, you have to say Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Before the meat, every single meat, even the chicken inside, before they can be killing them, they have to say Bismillah Rahman Rahim, and the men have to kill them, not a female. They have a female killing some animal in here, you know that? The chicken and the goat and the goat. Okay? This halal food, no men walk and where they sell it, halal meat. One day I'm gonna go to there where they kill the halal meat. The chicken foil, the turkey, the cow, the lamb, the goat, everything, even the sheep. Only the male kill them, no female. They have a machine. Okay, but the rest of them, they have a male and a female working, then killing. Cut the head from the neck. Muso be saka kante ka mihik kante ka film kante. From ya. Betul film ko. Ok ma nunu Muslim be femindu. Ani ante dina kel na dina chama be from ya. Allah Allah. Is too many religions. Do you understand? Ni right now. They don't cook with a pork meal. pork oil. They don't use the pork oil to cook. The cholesterol from the pork, they don't use this as a mayonnaise. They don't use it as a white sauce. They don't use this to fry the french fry. They don't use this to fry the chicken or the fishes. That's why I call it halal. Everything is halal. But I don't understand. It starts from Mecca to Medina. You know, because the majority of latest, like Abraham was a Muslim, but Abrania, but this makes same Mecca side over there. Okay? From him to the rest of them, they came from this side over there. Alright? Only Isa and Zakaria and Palestine side. But let me tell you something. They're all Asiatic. This start from them over there. They do the halal thing. Alright? Always they bring even in Africa, in the US. But where in Africa we cook in our home. In Mali, 99% Muslim. 99% musulman. 99% Muslim. Only 1%. The half is a non-religious and the half is a Christian. 99% Muslim in my country, Malaysia. Mauritania, same thing. Senegal, same thing. Guinea-Conakry, same thing. Nigeria is a 50-50. Ethiopia is a 25% Muslim. Okay? The Jewish from the Suleiman wife, Balkis family stay in Ethiopia, right? All right? Not the queen son, okay? Balkis, all right? Like not in Makeba, not in Mariam Makeba, Makeda, okay? The queen Makeda in Ethiopia, all right? The Jewish, you know that the Jewish, the black and the Jewish is a majority of Ethiopian and the Christian. Only 25% Muslim in Ethiopia. 25 only. All right? And every day some of them turn to the Christian and the Jewish. Okay? All right? There was never, none of them, the whole entire Ethiopian never become the Muslim before. They know that. Okay? When I went to the Boston for my very first time in 2023, these people, they're all Christian, right? It was only two Muslims, me and a kid with Rasul. Okay? But working together and being semi-religious, not the same. They never seen me in their whole entire life. People say I'm from Ethiopia. I tell them I'm not from Ethiopia. I'm African, black African. When I went there, I don't look like them. Our hair is not the same. I keep telling them. See, they keep saying, no, we're not from Makeda family. We don't know Makeda. I'm not talking about Mariam Makeda. I'm talking about Makeda. The Queen Makeda, this is from Balkis family. It's not the same. It's not the same. Okay? I'm African. We're African. Okay. Okay? When people see that, they'll go call another African who are darker than me and tell me, but you know, this African telling me that they are black Indian. Some of them say that they are black Arab. Some of them say that they were white and they become Tuabu Daraman. Ture Tuabu Daraman. Not all of them. Some of them is Arab descent, some of them is some Ture is a Japate. That's why they say. They did not marry no white. They don't even know them. Some of them, and even Samaki, they're not. Okay? They're a regular person just like everybody. Okay. They will go find somebody to provoke you and come take a wife and say that they listen, I am not a black Indian, I'm not a black Arab, I am African. That's why my head. I don't have no big nose, no big cheese. I'm telling you. This halal thing, everybody wanna send, they wanna post this from the whole entire world. Take a look at this. There's a car in here. If you go to Mecca, people who went to the Hajj, you didn't say, they call this in the French camionnette. Les manger dans les camionnettes. They all Mecca, they speak English. All Dubai, they speak English. They also speak French. In the Morocco, they have this. In Africa, they have this. This is the halal from the Arabic world. This is not the African world. When I go buy the halal food, every girls, like a maramba, like a Fanta, like a Wasa, like any girl who have a child before getting married, they revolt against me and say that their child was not born in marriage and criticize them. And, hey, I never worked for this company before. That's the name of the food. Okay? I did not mention the name. Hey, accept them because they have a child without getting married. I did not send them to their boyfriend. Okay? I don't have nothing to do with them. They know what I'm talking about. They've been fighting for a long time for me. Because when I was in the 125th Street in 2004, there was a halal food they sell. Whenever I go buy them, qui got halal food. Qui got halal food. Mais c'est ça qu'ils ont. Je ne le dis même pas. Je pars acheter mon manger. On va te poursuivre quand tu pars. Ils vont s'arrêter là-bas. Si tu dis que je vais halal sauce, je vais halal white sauce. Non, pas halal white sauce. Les white sauce là, c'est pas pour les white. It's a cheese. They put the cheese, the powdered cheese, regular cheese. Some of them is a cheese from here, but it's not a pork. It's not a cholesterol from the pork. Okay? They take the cheese and they dry and they powder, just like a milk powder. Okay? And they boil the water and they mix it in there and have some seasoning and they put in a bottle. We call that white sauce. Because the color is a white. It's a white color. Alright? The hot sauce itself, the powder of a spicy, regular spicy, a red spicy, the long one. And they cook it just like we do in Africa with the oil, regular oil, not a pork oil. Everything is a halal. They call halal hot sauce. Because some of this hot sauce has been cooking with the pork oil. Some of this French fry been fried with the pork oil. Just like a McDonald's. The McDonald's, they use the cheese, okay? But now they stop it. The cheese they use to fry the French fry is the pork oil. Sometimes, yeah. And the Popeye, sometimes it's the regular, is regular beef. So this is a Muslim, where Muslim go eat their food, right? When you tell them that, when you go buy the supermarket, they will revolt you. Kijoko halal meat, kijoko halal French fry. Kejo betul dia ngokana. Kok mani ni ko ni tani ko no kara bukar fra. Ko tu yan fe. Tu ni ten dia bukar fra ko tu yan fe. Sablo lu de ngolo ma furke. Como lu de ngolo ma furke. Nantara kam tanga du mensa ko halal. Wa fuki kam lu ma ko le nyam ko de ngolo. Hal ni mu to. Aba ko ko mu. Ni mo kam tara de ngolo ni ma furke ka faire de. Ay ko. Ni tan ma to ko dale ay asura ko fu mani du ni fere madame na America ko ni fere. Okay? Alright? Hey, let me tell you something. When they go have a child, they're not born, they go tell people, hey, she says she's not married. Is it good for female to have a child without getting married than the lesbianity? But I never fucked none of the girl before. I live in the United States for 25 years. I went to high school, Rokiatou, Keita, comprehensive high school in the 14th Street, 2nd Avenue. All right? College, TCI in university. Alright? Since when I was a teenager, how many girls that you know that I was sleeping with them? None of them. I don't even know them. So when I grow up, I'm not stupid. So when I was a child, I knew better. So when I grow up, I'm stupid. Right? People start the stupidness when they're child. Alright? So I'm not a child, I'm grown up woman. I don't sleep with them. We live in the shelter. 11 people. 11 bed in one room, 11 different people sleep in one room and 11 different bed for temporary shelter. I'm not married. Okay? Before we can place, they can place us is just for temporary. Okay? Before they can place us to the better apartment. If they don't find you an apartment, like the last time when I was in the shelter, nobody find me the apartment. I moved myself out. When I went to work, I saved my money and go take an apartment next to Columbia University. It wasn't a shelter give me. I was paying my own. I saved my money. So when I not have enough to move, then I move and go and live in my own over there. Okay? Most of the time when I go to the shelter, they don't find me the home. I go work. When I work, I save my money. When I got enough to pay like a few months, and I will continue to have a job. Before I move, I make sure I have a job. And I have like a 1 year rent save with me. Plus I have a job. In case they betray my job, I can continue to pay my rent. Last time when I moved out to the shelter, I could pay up to the 1 year and 6 month rent. Okay? I had that money saved me before. And move out. And I obtained the job before I move out. I obtained the job for 6 months before I move out too. Plus I had a 1 year and 6 months renting money with me. Okay? When you sit down, they suspend your phone. When I'm using my phone, somebody will sit next to me and control, manipulating my phone system. When you, people who work in the function public, like a hospital administrator, like the bank tellers and the directors, like a flight ticket seller at the airport, okay? Like a hospital registrar, you know what I'm talking about. If somebody have a knowledge of these Wi-Fi things, the people who invented the phone, they will sit next to you, next to your device, to have the frozen. When I'm opening my phone, they will have a frozen in my phone and have the frozen my phone. Do you understand? Even though before I went to university, I studied computer, the class of the computer years ago in Manhattan. All right? And I graduated with the Associate of Health Information Technology 2 years. I am not an engineer, but if my phone gets frozen or my cell phone gets frozen, sometimes I can fix it my own. All right, but sometimes I can't. It's not a frozen. They're joining with the inventor. They will go find a boyfriend for the people who invented the phone, so they can manipulate your phone. You sitting your phone. When you say associate degree, they say for assay, and they say is a lesbian. Assay probably is a lesbian woman. I don't get this. When everything say associate, they will say lesbian. Is this assay is a lesbian? Because I don't know why other people name be mentioned, nobody don't say lesbianity. So why her, when you mention her, people think lesbian, she probably is a lesbian. Okay? Okay. Every woman name be mentioned, nobody say hey, her. One head, so who know? Okay? Okay. When you say associate degree, they will say it's for AC. When you say AC, the air condition climatiseur. Le climatiseur en français, on appelle AC. Okay? They will say it's for her. When you say master, they will bring in Mariam Sidibe daughter, Mariam Sidibe's sister, Famata Sidibe name is Mama. They say master degree is for her. Everything is wrong with them. The energy company, when you say Imran, not a Imran like a N. Okay? The energy, they have a Canadian zone in New York here. In Peoria, Illinois, they have another name over there. When they say Imran, it did not say Imran. It say I. Deuxième. Et en français. Deuxième. Alright? Deuxième. OI, okay? And when I see that, even close it, because today I Google, I didn't find it. They probably suspend it. Because when they have a Imran phone in here, in Peoria, Illinois, someone energy bill come 16,000. The African hair salon, very small shop, just like the shop I usually own in Illinois. 16,000 USD for 1 month. They take them to the court, the next month come 26,000. Yeah. 8 millions francs CFA, une petite salon. Salon de coiffure. Ok? Elles vont dire que on va te provoquer, ça n'attend pas que tu te provoques. Quand tu vas te marier, tu vas te Kalau kele biga téléphone facture na 8 millions, 16 millions francs CFA. Où tu as acheté cela? Où gagne abui? Ok? Ni mo comme befeki kela tatu ko Mariam. Nu e fami ko imura ba foko ultai. Nu feki ko tutu ko Aisa. Nu e fami ko ma ko air condition. Ni fami dam ni ai alphabet A ou bien C. Ni mo comme to ko Aisha. Ba foko ale tai. Ni to na terrain ko no e terrain ai. Wa foko e AC tai. Ni to na terrain C ko no. Wa foko e AC tai. Shendo na ne kuma ganyo ko kula Queens. Ko air terrain ko intai. Ni tra metro katisa no to ko if you buy the Last time I do the same thing to them in the Queens. When you buy the metro car and say Omni car, they will say that is for Umusangari. Okay? This home right there, this is the entrance for the train. You have to pass the metro car and go in the train station. This is not a Sijo apartment. Alright? This is the train entrance. But there was something like in everywhere. If they have something in here, this is a Brooklyn. They have something like this in Manhattan. They have something like this in 125th Street, Metro North. You enter the door like this to go get the Metro North to go to this down south. They have this in the Times Square for a second. When I go to the library, all right? So when somebody sees this, remember this. Next time when you come, they will change this to a room and put in there and say that you come to prostitute in here. Okay? They're so qualified. They're so qualified in fixing the lie in a second. Okay? They will spend the 20 million, 100 million. You can see this building, right? If they want to betray you, they will remodel this tomorrow and make a prostitute hotel and lie on you and say that you come to prostitute here. All right? Just because you take you have a 20,000 sending Africa or 4,000 sending Africa. If you work and send your money in Africa, they will calculate your money. And where you work your job, they will go remodel the building. They will spend a million to remodel. They're fighting for 10,000 that you take outside of the United States. That's what I don't understand. I'm telling you, they know what I'm talking about. They've been fighting for a long time, telling people that I sent the official check of 20,000. From that day to today, the job I used to work in a house called Home Care, they remodeled this home twice. 2440 Fulton Street next to Broadway. It used to be 4-floor building. Okay? Huge like this, huge building like this. They break it and change it to the huge building like that. But the huge bigger, they're all glasses. Okay? And they make it a hotel. When everybody that work in there, they all revolt. People who take their money into their continent, they revolt against them. They remodel, they break again, and they remodel again. And each time when they remodel, the buildings are more beautiful and beautiful. They're fighting for people 5,000, 4,000, 20,000, 40,000 that you take out. And they will every day use the million and send people chasing after you and be telling people when you withdraw the ATM, they will tell people, when you see these people, you think they're mentally sick? No, they're not mentally sick. They're jinn and angels. Do you know that? Let me tell you something. Sometimes people don't talk to you, but Allah talks to you. I remember this when I went to the Boston in my very first time in 2023 when the UPS sent me to the Boston. I work in the UPS, right? UPS driver. UPS help driver. So when I work in New Jersey, people fight a lot. When I send the money, it upset them. Okay? It's not why people from New Jersey, I never live there. I always live in New York, but I always work over there. When you walk over there, when you send your money in New York City here, because I live here, Brooklyn, sometime in Harlem, the other people will go tell them how they know that I sent the money in Africa. Because I put in a BMS. I take the money from the bank and put in the BMS. They will have a fighting and a fight. Be ashamed was it that to BMS. This is when I own the hair salon. They will revolt and they revolt and revolt. I live here legally, officially. They want this, you think it's mentally sick? They will send the death angel after you. And they will go find their boyfriend named Solomon. And they will name their son Solomon. And they will have a contact with the animals, the bird, the dog. And they'll be fighting, they will have a contact with the death angel to follow you. When you have the money, they will decide to kill you. Whenever they see you withdrawing the money, they go tell people that you went to casino. Huh? They go to casino themselves. They say that Solomon wealthy is in a casino. But I don't go to casino, I work. Okay? When I withdraw my money in a bank, they go tell people it's a casino money. But when I'm working, I'm not a slave. I'm not a slave. I don't know them. I don't care. I did not come here to slave. When I work, I get paid, of course. You think I'm your slave? Hey, let me tell you something. When he say he mentally sick, when I say that he left, right? He's not the only one. When people say, hey, deaf angel, you think deaf angel is only one? Every day in every area, people die, right? It's too many of them. They will have the other angels who is in the control of the waters. Everything is a watering. Michael. Now, they will say Michelle Obama name is a Michelle. Oh, come on, you're not going to drink the water. You're not going to drink the milk. Oh, come on, you're not going to eat the fish. It comes from the water, it comes from this. Hey, Michelle Obama is not the only name say Michelle. What do you think? Hey, these people getting too fresh now. All right? They have all evil plan to fight people. All right? They think they're smarter than anybody. I am from Africa. I'm not stupid. Hey, what's wrong? You go find the people and marambani bingin takana ko makuto ko famata ko to ko Mariam. Uta seka mo komin kele. Halu fanu bafara le ngo seka mo komin kele. Ubitaka mo ko bokata sa amele ko ngisa mo le ko boko tiki kele ka fokulu muso barka na. Fugar de mate mo. Ni tale mo ko wole kelen desera. Angata karsa wole ka karsa kele kelen desera tigiladi. Marambani bingini fla. Ani fla jene ba jalu ko aminata. Ani zena jene bujalu amana ko bebe ne yoruba aw ye muso ne muso amana ko desara na abta dunia be boko kele kam okay u desara mo komna uta dunia be boko kele kam shuba chama ye tumuna ne ko yene bla e fam ya ni ko ma ko fa don la fama do la de ni dalen to la ko fama dunna na isi gando ka camera bla iga la je iba ya be disappear ya fam ya ñu ko robo nan taram Boston. Downtown Boston, 2023. The mental sick was more than the healthy people, but the town is a rich. Only the rich people live in the town. They only use the witchcraft for formation. That's stupid. All right? When I go there, they're trying to turn me mental sick. They think I'm like them. Hey, I never accept it. All right? I moved back to New York. They said they don't want to give me apartment. I was gonna walk over there. I moved back there before I went to crazy. They have more rich than the more poor, but the mental sick than healthy people. They wanna join lesbianity couple marriage. If anybody don't wanna accept that, you will sleep outside. No apartment for you. You will not rent. They will. You live in there and you have a U.S. citizen. Even you born over there, they don't care. I'm not born in U.S. anyway. They will not provide you the state ID. Okay? You will stay without no state ID and in Boston, Massachusetts in 2023, not 2003. 3 years ago. 3 ans passés. L'an 2023, ça fait 3 ans passés. 3 ans passés. 3 years ago. That was my very first time to go over there in my whole entire life. 3 years ago. All right? 2023. 3 years ago. That was my very first time to go over there. In Boston, Massachusetts, 3 years ago. All right? That was my... This one is laughing. You live in there before? You live in Massachusetts before? I never live over there. Okay. I went there 2023 when UPS sent me. When I came from Africa, I lived with my uncle in the Bronx. Until 5 years. We moved. Okay? From the Harlem, I attended comprehensive high school up to university. Let me ask you something. You're trying to make my conversation lie? Do you know me from Boston?
I don't hear you.
You see me, you know my address from Boston?
The Boston?
Yeah.
Your address?
I never live in Boston. I don't have no address in Boston. Okay.
Over there?
I went over there. I never lived there. I don't have no address over there. I went there. When I'm having conversation, he's laughing. Like he want to make my conversation lie. I don't like that. Okay? When I went to Boston, I don't have no address. They offer me job. They refuse to give me the documentation. If anybody don't want to join the lesbianity, they will keep you out there. I'm a U.S. citizen since in U.S. New York here. That's why I came back. They know that. UPS know that. So why they asking me why I don't want to go work over there? Why will I go over there? Where I don't have no apartment? I stay in the shelter. Over there in the shelter. In a hospital people have to take you to the shelter. It's inside of an emergency room. Yeah. You sleep in there, you go buy your own food over there. You sleep in there, your belonging will be outside. I take my belonging to the storage. And the storage is a 120 every month. Every month. People who don't have that, they're sleeping with their belongings outside. Their belongings outside, they don't take a shower, they're looking ugly. They look dirty all the time. I live in a shelter. I have my belongings every single day. I change my clothing. I take a shower, I perfume, I have a jewelry. Tomorrow, I have this bag today. Tomorrow when I don't like this, I will take different bag. And I will wear different clothes. And I will dress nicely and come and look better than people who don't live in a shelter. Then they will revolt against me. Because they what? This is not a Boston, this is a bowling green in Brooklyn, New York. In Brooklyn, New York is not the same, not this shelter. In Boston, Massachusetts, they have a shelter. It's not for you to take a shower. Only if the police bring you, like my job bring me, I don't have no, but if I call the police on them, the police take me, so you take a shower. All right? You're not allowed to take a shower. Whatever they do outside there, I don't know. The belonging is not allowed to put it inside the only one clothes like this. You will come with this. Whatever the belonging have, the people sleep outside. The belonging is outside. This is not a shelter. These people selling this. When you go to the Boston, I forget the name of this street. You go to the downtown Boston, the hospital. Oh my God, I forget this because I didn't stay a long time. Okay. When you go over there, I'm gonna go next time. I will move it. People sleeping outside. Every people who refuse male to marry male, female to marry female. When this one passes, let me tell you something. When it passes, when you see standing here, they will send the women passing. When I look at this, I was looking like that before she come. I will look everywhere. Then this one will think that she's a woman, but I'm not a transgender myself. I'm a female, born and raised a female. I have a same sex like her. If you think I wanna fuck her, that's what I'm talking about. You think I'm transgender? I live here with my brother. My brother is a Umar Keita. We don't look like, we look just like it, but we're not the same. He taller than me, all right? He handicapped just like me. He walk and even just like me, all right? I'm a female. I'm not a transgender, all right? He has a son. He has 12 years son. I'm not a twin. He's 3 years older than me. His name is Umar Bagayogo. People call him Umar Keita. These people, when they see me standing, one woman who wear the dress, she didn't wear no underwear. Then she and come always me. Then when I'm turning around, when I turn like this, then they will say, she look like this. I'm not a transgender, I'm a female. I'm not a man transgender into the female. I was born a female, the rest a female. All right? Last time when I tell them that my brother is not working, they tell people that I live with my brother home. My brother don't have no home. My brother girlfriend did not buy home. My brother girlfriend live in Florida. I am Rokiatou Keita. I never put my 2 feet in Florida in my whole entire life. My brother himself now moving from the Spring Street, Manhattan to Long Island. I work in Long Island before he moved over there, but I never live over there. All right? When I work in a baby shop, baby is not my brother's wife. My brother is a young man. I'm 45, he 47. Almost 48. You know the women, African living there with their family. Okay? When I went to buy Nigerian food, they will go tell people that Nigerian food is the restaurant woman is my brother's wife. Eh? He is not my brother's wife. Because when my mother said that his brother's wife poisoned the glasses in the food and give to her. I said, when my brother, I have a youngest brother in Africa who married. When I went there, they were cooking, but they didn't do that. Okay? When I left Africa, they was not married. 25 years ago. My brother was 11. Another one was 17. Now they're all grown, they're married, they have children. All right? When I went to buy my food, all right? They said this Nigerian is my brother's wife. Huh? Huh? Nigerian restaurant in Fulton, in Brooklyn. They're not my family member. The food I buy is $40. Okay? I live in a shelter. I cook African food. There's no kitchen in the shelter.
Are you from Africa?
I'm from Mali. So then there's no kitchen over there. I went to buy the food from them. I'm from Bamako, Mali, right? They send the food. Very small one, $40 each time. I've been buying the food from them for a long time. Right? Before, not now, before I moved in Harlem. When I first moved from Illinois to New York, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, I was buying the food for them almost every single day. Each of the food, $25. Okay? It's the cheapest one. Just for the lunch. There's no kitchen in the shelter. Before I go to the shelter, I find the apartment. Too many agencies, they don't want to give me the apartment. People talking about that the husband gonna marry the second wife. Maybe the husband bring the second wife to US. I am not married. I wasn't married. They said the husband bring the second wife. My uncle is not married. My uncle is a single man. When I first came 25 years ago, he never was married. And my mom gave him my own niece. Okay? When I first came, he said he wanted someone that looked like me. My mom gave him my own niece. Okay? They know what I'm talking about. I'm not looking for no husband. This one, they may be from Africa. But you don't know. People don't know me. But they hear my name long time ago. Everybody talking about that I sent him money in Africa that this politician give to me. But I never worked in the U.S. politics. I'm not a U.S. born at all. I was born in Africa. I obtained the documentation as naturalization. That's what I'm talking about. Where, how many people never born in the United States obtain the naturalization, find the money from the U.S. government beside the singer, the artist singer from Africa, beside them? Nobody. Impossible. Everybody working their own. I don't have nothing to do with them. All right? Excuse me. Where are you from? Senegal. What part? What area is in Senegal?
Dakar.
Oh, nanga def? Dara sa dugg de? Okay. Okay, maintenant là, moi je suis une Malienne. Je suis une Malienne, je viens du Bamako. Yeah. Comment on va dire? Ne boram malla ne Malienne. Ne flaka bamananga fa imame ya. Okay. When I say that, you hear what I'm saying, right? Okay. You're not from Senegal. Where are you from exactly?
Me, I'm from Senegal.
I'm not from Kaye. I'm Bamako. Je viens de Bamako. I'm not from Kaye. I'm from Bamako. The people family member that restaurant in the Baobab. The Baobab, the Keita family.
Yeah.
They're not in my family member. They're not in my father children. They're a different family from the Kaye. They reside in the Tambacounda, the Keita. Some of them speak Senegal, some of them in the Gambia side, yeah. But it's not the same. We're not the same. They left Kaye and go to the Gambia. They be cooking. I'm not and her brother Sajo Keita, right? Sajo Keita. They're not in my family member. Because when I come, they tell me, they ask me when I tell them I'm Rokiatou Keita, they say they're Keita. But when I buy the food from them, no, I know them, but I don't buy food from them. When I buy food from them, they get upset because I live in the shelter before 2019, 2020. I've been working, right? When I come from the job, I will go buy the food from them. Before I go to this Nigerian, they will revolt and ask me why I don't cook. When I tell them I live in a shelter, they keep asking me. Every time they will do like they will put their feet like that. Okay, I'm not from Senegal, alright? When I grow up in